So people are wondering whether there is life on other planets. And here there is a discussion. There's a huge war. And Prabhupada is clarifying in the purport the Narmada doesn't refer to Narmada on earth, because all the important rivers were basically in celestial places and then finally came down. Correct? All the holy rivers in India like Ganga, Yamuna, Gangecha, Yamunecha, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri. These are all come from the heavenly places. They descended here. And they're very pure. Anybody takes bath in them gets purified. So now the other places of life is also there. How do you say so then? So we don't find any life any other place. Prabhupada said every place. Now what do you look at the earth? You see every place is congested with living entities. Even in the beach you go, you put on the sand, the living entities inside. There is some scorpions, some crabs, something will be there. In the forest you go, dig earth below, anywhere dig out, you'll see worms, insects. Every place is congested. So how come there is no living entity on the other planet? It is there. Bhagavad Gita says, Sarvagataha, soul is everywhere. So it's a wrong conception. But how is they can't see? Number one, their senses are limited. See, our seeing is an experience. It can be manipulated. Just like now they want to make their aircrafts are invisible to the radars. They're called supersonic aircraft. They're invisible to the radars. You can't do anything about them. You put the radars, it will not catch them. They'll come, put a bomb and go. We have the technology now. Correct? They're invisible. They have some kind of a coating that any signal comes, it will not be reflected back. Now how do you see me? A light hits my face, hits your eye, then you see. Anywhere I disturb the phenomena, either light hitting me or your eye I play with, you can't see me. You are actually, as individual soul in the body, we are in a very conditioned kind of situation. We are limited. There is experience created for me between the senses and the sense object, and I am limited to that. I cannot do anything more. Sure? I cannot do anything more. I am limited to that. So I have to only depend on this. I am the seer. I am not the seen. I am not the body. But the different elements of my senses of seeing and reacting and my mind, intelligence, and false ego, the 13 of them, I am limited by that. I can't see directly. I am limited by the experience. Like I am having an experience now. I am sitting on a cushion. It's an experience. Just like I tell many times, I am in experience. I am sitting on a solid cushion. It's not solid. You know, an atom, nucleus is very small. Most of the space is empty. I am sitting on an empty space actually. Even my body is mostly empty. But I am having an experience that I am sitting with a solid body on a solid cushion. It will not be true. And it is not true. We are only having an experience. So similarly, don't be so proud of your seeing different planets. First thing, you have no ways to see. And even if you put some probe and all, that's also limited. And then you are analyzing, that is also a mistake. So we do not take anything by pratyaksha pramana very seriously, knowing our limitation. So how do we see things? By shabda pramana, hearing from an authority. An intelligent man always takes things heard by an authority. I give a very simple example as given. Suppose there is a fire and I say, don't touch your hand here. You're first class intelligent man. If you hear to an authority and don't burn your hand. A second class intelligent man, he doesn't accept the authority, burns his hand. And then he understands he should not do. The third class intelligent man burns his hand, burns his hand, burns his hand, still he does not understand. Yeah? You understand this point? So similarly, we are actually limited to our perception. That if you want to be the first class intelligent man, hear from an authority and accept it. That is education. What is education finally? Why do we have schools and colleges finally? To hear from an authority. It's not that the child is seeing that thing at that moment. That he will see later. Definitely, one day everything can be seen, but not immediately. That is called the science of education. How things are taught. Teacher says, you go to the college, there are 210 bones or 205 bones in the body. Okay. You're only hearing. You're not seeing it now. And he explains the names of different bones. You're hearing it. He explains the size of the different bones. You're hearing it. He explains how to count it. Then you hear it. He explains what is bone itself first. You have to hear first the whole conception. And then you go. He takes you to the lab. And their skeleton is hanging. You count. It's exact. So what you hear can you perceive tomorrow. First you have to hear know what is being spoken. As I said many times, if you want me to prove what I am trying to say, you have to cooperate with me. You go to a doctor. Doctor says you get a fever because of the blah blah blah. Some reason. You got an infection. And you have got a fever because of that. And blah 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 blah. And you take this medicine. You say, doctor, I'll accept the medicine. You're an authority. But I also want to know what is all this. How can I see all these things? That I have this bacteria causing fever. Doctor will say, I can explain to you, but you have to cooperate with me. What is the cooperation? Listen patiently first. How do I define a bacteria? And how does it cause infection? Listen patiently. Understand the whole thing. And how do we detect this bacteria? And how the medicine works on this bacteria? You have to hear all that. It may take 2-3 hours you have to cooperate. You do not cooperate, how are you going to learn? And today, we want to teach Bhagavad Gita to the society. We are doing it not because of our own. Krishna has ordered, please teach them. And you go to teach. And people say, no, it's wrong. Huh? Without even first hearing, you say it's wrong, it is mythology. It's not fair. And they challenge openly. Please wait a minute. This is not the way any education process works. You have to, if you want to know, you have to cooperate with us. Then you can understand. So here, when the Vedas are describing there is life everywhere, yes, you have to accept it. But you say, I have some questions. Yes, we can answer all your questions. How do we say there is life everywhere? How do we say? Because the definition of life you have to understand. How do you define life first? The childish scientists, their definition of life is chemicals. That's madness. Chemicals. No composition of chemicals had ever become alive. Science means observation and then experiment. You are saying that the chemicals combined and prove life. Prove it. Please prove it. Prove it. No, in the future. Trust no future. Suppose I give you a post-dated check. Now today the big joke. If I give you 1,000 rupee bundle, 100 crore, you say, Beda, I don't want. You keep it. Somebody said in a nice joke, in Bombay they have dance bars. Gota? The people throw money on the girls. Now if you go today, they are throwing money on the people. I don't know what money they are throwing or reverse. Value. So anyway, what is the value of this post-dated check? Suppose somebody gives you a post-dated check, it has no value. Even 3 months the check will last. After 3 months the check is not valid. And these scientists are giving me a post-dated check of 100 years you wait, 500 years you wait. Neither the scientist will be alive, neither I will be alive that time. Who knows what he is telling? No, you wait for 500 years, 1,000 years, will prove chemicals can make life. See, future, we will see future. Now can you say something? No, then shut up. You are not a teacher, you are a cheater. Prabhupada says, a gentleman should be ashamed of saying what they say. Why? Their conception of life is wrong. How do you define life? Life is not chemicals. Chemicals are dead. They have no life. And dead things cannot come together and make a living thing. From darkness you cannot create light. Can you create light from darkness? No. Suppose there is darkness, thick darkness. You combine more darkness is more darkness, it will still remain dark. From darkness you cannot create. Light is something else, correct? You understand? The same way, you cannot create life from dead things. As much you try combination. Life is something else. Okay? It's not easy. But you should understand this. It requires little intelligence. Therefore, in the Vedic philosophy, again and again, it is said, somebody cannot even understand this fact, that he is not the body, is a gadha, is a donkey. Yasyas buddhi krunapeti dhatuke swadik kalatradhit bhaum ijadhi yattirtha buddhi salilena kar hechat janeshu abhigneshu sa eva go kara. He's an ass. Kara means ass. Gadha. If he cannot even understand, I am not this body, he's an ass. But this is the unfortunate part. People are not able to even understand this basic thing, that I am not the body. They're so unfortunate. Society is very, very unfortunate. We have to deal with this society. So, the life is different from the body. The soul is different from the body. And it will have a form suitable for that atmosphere. Now, how do we say life is there somewhere? We look for water. It's strange. Tell you why. First thing, they found water anyway, everywhere. But there is no water, there is no water. Yeah, there is water on moon, there is water on Mars. Now they agree. They even see waves, they see rivers, they see oceans. Now they agree. Previously, no, there is no water, there is no water. It's all dry. There is all desert. Only on earth there is life. Everywhere it's a desert, empty desert. That is their intelligence. And later they agree, we are sorry. They are taking a photographs. Most of the photographs they send from miles. What you can see. And some part they have a small rover. You know how much Italy on earth? Small rover, somewhere, a small, roaming in this, Malikatta. Can you see the whole city? Whatever it gives the information, it is so limited. Definitely truth is there, it will come out one day. You cannot hide the truth. Truth will come out, life is everywhere. But presently, they are, insane. Just like now we have life on earth, we have life also on water. But the life, if you have not seen the life on water, what do you say? In water there can be no life. Not possible. Correct? Because in water, how you can breathe inside water? You cannot breathe inside water. Correct? And how you'll move, you need to swim, you need to do. So many things will be there. But finally we see what is the reality. In water there is life. The fishes are adopted to the water. Instead of lungs, they have gills. They adopted. Instead of hand, they had as fins. It has adopted. Instead of leg, it doesn't need leg in the water. What do you do with the legs? It has adopted. There are no legs there. They adopted. So life can adopt itself to any situation. You understand? Life can adopt itself to any? Yes. So in every planet, life can be there. Adopted to the specific atmosphere. Now the big thing is going on. We'll go to Mars. What's the use? First thing, what is the use? Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartino arjuna mamupetya tu punarjanma dukkhalama shashatam. Wherever you go, birth and death is there. Why are you wasting your time? Suppose I go to America. Will I not die there? I'll die there. So similarly, now they're making a big project. We'll go to Mars. What is the use? What is the use? You're going to die there also. What is the use? Simply running around like a monkey here and there. It says, don't waste your time running here and there. They asked Srila Prabhupada this question. Try to understand this. Prabhupada, they asked when he landed in, he was traveling across America and preaching. At that time, America did so-called moon landing. So they came to Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, what do you say about moon landing? Oh, we did moon landing. What do you say about moon landing? They're so proud. So Prabhupada said, I want you to see how great Prabhupada is, how bold he is. So Prabhupada said, you want me to flatter you or you want me to tell the truth? No, Swamiji, tell the truth. Simply waste of time and money. No, Swamiji, why it is a waste of time and money? He said, what? We have better things to do. You have no purpose of life, mission of life. The mission of life is the soul should be purified from the material infection, material desires, and develop bhakti, the desire to serve the Lord and go back to Godhead. And the time is very limited for you to accomplish it. Don't waste time. You are wasting your time in doing this. So, no, Swamiji, we are curious. Prabhupada said, you are childishly curious. Child is also curious. Papa, I want to know neighbor's house, how the door opens. What is the use of the childish curiosity? Correct? Sometimes foolish curiosity children have. Correct? Nowadays, the fool's paradise, the children are gods for people. Child is innocent. But innocent also means it's a kind of ignorance. Correct? So why we get so fascinated? A child is laughing. What is the use? He is laughing in ignorance. You want to celebrate ignorance or what? We are not laughing. We know how many people had heart attack yesterday night. They're worried. 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, what to do? They're not laughing. Their parents are in great tension. And sitting child he doesn't know what's happening. He's laughing. Sometimes small children, you give 1000 rupee note, they tear it. Is that intelligence? That is ignorance. So we should not celebrate ignorance. Okay. That's okay. They are objects of affection. We take care of them with kindness. But we also don't celebrate their ignorance. True. So that is not the point. The point is, so what is the use of childish curiosity that is society it is having? What is the main thing we have to do? We have the human life should not be wasted. Labdava sudullavam idam sambhuvante. Labdava, very difficult to get this human form of life you got. Sudullavam, very, very difficult to get. Tu namyated anumrittu yavat, quickly underway before death comes. And what do? Develop pure bhakti in the heart. Untainted by karma and jnana. That is our mission of life. Okay? Whenever we get time, chant, we read, we do some devotion service. We are so active, so busy. That's how the life should develop and continue. So there is life all around the universe, everywhere, suitable for that atmosphere. And for us to go to that extreme conditions of atmosphere is very difficult. Therefore, Prabhupada wrote a book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. It's not something new. 1960s also they were planning. So Prabhupada wrote a book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. You should read that book. Prabhupada said there is no need to go like this. You, yanti deva vrata devan, pitriyanti pritirvrataha, bhutani yanti bhuteja madhyajano api yanti mam. He said you worship particular devata, you go to that planet. You worship Ganesha, you will go to Ganesha's planet. You worship Indra, you go to Indra's planet. Correct? You go to Brahma, you go to Brahma's planet. You worship Yamaraj, you will go to Yamaraj's planet. Yanti deva vrata devan, pritriyanti pritirvataha. You worship the forefathers, you will go to the Pitri Loka, provided and you will meet your parents there, provided they were qualified and you are qualified to go there. Pitri Loka is sort of heavenly planet. Yanti deva vrata devan, pritriyanti pritirvataha, bhutani yanti bhuteja. You worship ghost, which is very common here in this belt. Become another ghost. Yanti deva vrata devan, Pitriyanti prativata bhutani yanti bhuteja madhyajane api manti mam. Krishna is saying you worship me, you will come back to me. Why don't you go to Krishna's abode? Then you are most intelligent. Why? Eternally you are free from the conditioning of material existence. Don't we hate the condition of material existence? Literally pinch here, by mistake you're eating something you do, blood comes from the mouth. You like it? Nobody likes it. We are not happy with the conditioning. Just like the gopis, they detected the body is useless. Why? They say when you see Krishna, we have to blink our eyes. What kind of nonsense eyes this body has? Because spiritual body doesn't have this limitation. Now starting from the minimum limitation of with the gopis experience, and so much other experience we have, limitation they are experiencing, correct? Body pain is there. There is no body pain in spiritual body. Skin irritation is there. There is no skin irritation. So when we should be so convinced that when you are leaving the body and Brahma asks or you are giving an opportunity, you want another body. Beda, you should be convinced, I don't want material body. But we have so many plans of material enjoyment, we keep hampering for a body for material enjoyment. And we take it as such a bad bargain. You want to take another body, along with that you have to accept birth, old age, disease, death. It doesn't come free. It comes with its troubles. You have to pay for it in a very painful way. If you want material enjoyment, you have to pay for it in a very difficult way. What is that? Birth, death, old age and disease. You want it? I don't want that. Better. You should be intelligent. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Janama mritu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam. If you have intelligence, you will understand these are my real miseries. What are my real miseries? Birth, old age, disease. And that we should reject. I don't want. What do I want? I want Krishna. I just want two lotus feet of Krishna. I am not interested in many material desires. Then you go back to the spiritual world and make your life perfect. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.